everybody, it's Amy Dallen, and thanks to my friends at Skype, I am here at the press junket for Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, and I am going to get to ask my questions to the cast and crew. So first off, I have a quick question for you.
Yes.
How does it feel to be part of the Marvel Universe?
Man, it's incredible. It's been so much fun. I guess there might have been some pressure early on and while we were making the movie, but after seeing the movie, I feel like the pressure's off. I mean, like especially James just really delivered a great movie. So I think everybody's going to be really happy with it, and man, it feels great.
What was the biggest surprise in working on Guardians of the Galaxy?
Well, I think the biggest surprise was that in my mind, as I read the script, was that the Groot, for some reason, I thought it was about 3 feet tall or something like that. So when I first did my first scene, I was looking down, and they were going, no, it's up there. And I go, how tall is that guy? 9 feet tall. Oh, okay. So that was a surprise.
A question about playing Groot. If you could travel back in time to like your 10-year-old self and tell him what you're going to do for a living when you grow up, what would he say?
The 10-year-old self had a phobia that every stage production, someone was going to say, then you play the tree. And to be at this place in my life where I can actually confront my fears and take on the challenge, take on a role that would have been deemed as the worst thing to happen to you as a child off Broadway actor, there's something very gratifying about hitting, checking our phobias and hitting it head on and saying, you know what, I am going to play a tree. And I'm going to try to be the best tree that ever lived.
That's fantastic. Thank you. You have quite the sci-fi pedigree at this point.
Yes.
What was different or surprising about working on Guardians of the Galaxy?
I was getting to work with, not a first-time director, because James Gunn obviously has extensive experience in making so many great things out of very little that is given to him. But this time a big package was given to him and all the resources that he needed to make a great movie. I've been a fan of his work, and he was very convincing on the phone in terms of when he told me the things that he was going to do for this movie, and I was inquisitive about it. And the thought of being a part of the Marvel comic family, I just thought, why not? Let's just do it.
In an earlier interview, you described the journey that the characters take in Guardians of the Galaxy as one of finding something that's bigger than their own pain.
Right.
Could you elaborate on that a bit?
When you first start off the story, the characters they've got their own agendas. They're a pretty surly group of characters. They just got a lot of baggage, a lot of pain they're carrying around. When they come together and realize that there is something that's bigger than their own problems and gel together to defend other people, so that other people won't have to suffer the same pain that they dealt with. That's what's so inspiring about the film, and that's what I love about it. When I watched it, that's what sucked me into it, is you kind of get lost in that, and it's one of those things that it's inspiring and it makes you feel good. And it's so cool about the Guardians, is because right when they've got you really emotionally just sucked into it, then they make you laugh. And that's just, and we do that a lot in this film. And it's just, it just makes for a feel-good film.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks.
That was wonderful.
Thanks for having me.